Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to the Marketing Cloud keynote, and welcome to the age of intelligent marketing. I'm Paul Cardasco, a member of the product marketing team here at Salesforce, and it's great to be in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Let's hear it for the nation's capital. It's great to be here. Today, we're going to be exploring the way marketing trailblazers are blazing new trails for their organizations. But before I get started, let me suck a little bit of the air out of the room. Just kidding. Just want to remind everybody, make your purchase decisions based upon what's currently in market and not necessarily on what we discuss here today. Okay? Thanks. Before I get started, I really and truly want to thank you guys for being here today. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with us, and we really appreciate it. And I know a lot of you are our customers, and it's really, honestly, it's the trust and faith that you guys have put in us that has allowed us to be successful and build the #1 marketing cloud in market. We really, really appreciate your trust. We really appreciate you being here. Thanks again so much. We sincerely, sincerely mean it. So today, transformational technologies are creating new marketing opportunities that didn't exist just a few years ago. We at Salesforce are labeling this period the fourth industrial revolution. And these technologies like AI and Internet of Things are fusing the digital world with the physical world, creating powerful new connections that didn't exist that are actually altering our economies, our societies, and even our everyday lives. But we as marketers are not new to the revolution, right? We've been involved in a revolution for quite a while. That revolution's been about getting closer and closer and closer to the customer, right? So that started in the era of mass media. And then when the internet came on board, we got that much closer, right? We started really having these one-on-one interactions, this online dialogue with the consumer. But now, here we are in the age of intelligent marketing. So what does that mean? That means you've got the power of data, of AI, combining and giving you all kinds of deep, rich insights and knowledge about your consumer you didn't have access to just a few years ago. And you can take that data and really start tailoring experiences around the consumer that hopefully meet and even, quite honestly, succeed what they're expecting from us. And do you know who else knows there's a revolution going on? Your consumer. We're all consumers. We all know it. We're empowered. Why are we empowered? We're empowered by technology. The average consumer today has 3 connected devices, spends 4 hours, this is a crazy stat, 4 hours a day engaged with their phone. It's a lot of time on your phone. My wife chides me about it, but we all do it. And about 1/3 of their time online on social media. It's a lot of time with technology, and it's a lot for marketers to have to react to. However, think about the fact this isn't stopping. In 2 years, some are projecting there could be 10 connected devices per consumer. Imagine that, 10 connected devices. And we're not just talking about, oh, here's another smartphone, here's another smart TV. We're talking about digital assistants like Alexa and Google Home. We're talking about emerging technologies like artificial reality and other emerging tech like connected cars. And all of these technologies are going to be doing what? Sending data signals, collecting data signals. And we need a platform that helps us to gather all this data and analyze it and then create experience from it. That's the marketing of the future. But the reality is the marketplace has not made it easy on you guys. There's a lot of upheaval going on, a lot of transition. And what have we done? Well, there's 150, in 2011, there were 150 marketing point solutions available for you guys to choose from. So that's quite a menu to think about. Fast forward, end of last year, 5,000. 5,000 different solutions doing a host of different things, not necessarily communicating with each other. It's a very complicated, fragmented landscape that you guys have to figure out. Very, very complicated. At a time where it's getting more complicated to do just about everything in terms of getting closer to that consumer. So how do you meet the expectations of today's consumer, the empowered consumer we were talking about earlier? You do it with the #1 marketing platform in the world, the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And we've built this to answer that very question of putting the consumer in the center, to making the consumer the focal point of the entire technology. And you do it through Journey Builder. You orchestrate journeys using data from all sources, including Salesforce DMP. And then you do it also by engaging the consumer wherever they are across channels, whether that's email, social, advertising, anywhere they are, being able to meet them where they are with information and with relevancy. And you do it all powered by Einstein, right? AI is so critical today, and Einstein powers the entire Marketing Cloud. And then not only that, we empower you with the knowledge of Trailhead as well. So all of this is wrapped up and contained within this one platform that you can easily access and execute your marketing with. And that's not all. The Marketing Cloud is part of the customer success platform. So, because we know today marketing doesn't just, the consumer journey, I should say, doesn't just involve marketing. It involves more than marketing. It involves things like commerce, collaboration, sales, communities, everything. So and that's all involved in the customer success platform. But the important thing to realize here, I think I really want to stress this today, is this is not just about technology. This change, this fourth industrial revolution, is not going to be led by the technology itself. It's going to be led by folks like you. It's going to be led by our trailblazers. Those of you out there who want to be innovators, disruptors, and shapers, take your organizations to the next level and help them navigate their way through the fourth industrial revolution and the age of intelligent marketing. And we're the only company that's truly invested, not just in building technology, but enabling you to really be successful in this world. And there's 3 steps that every intelligent marketer takes along this path. First is know. You need to know as much as you possibly can about your target customer, right? You need to bring in data from every data source. We're in marketing. Data is the lifeblood of what we do. You need to know. And you need to engage. You need to go across touch points. You need to meet the consumer where they are, whether that's on a phone, whether that's on a TV, whether that's on another device. You need to engage the customer along the journey at every point. And you need to personalize. You need to take all that data, analyze it using AI, Einstein, figure out what the customer is interested in, what they want, and serve up that experience. Now I want to talk about 3 different trailblazers and how they're putting this into action. Let's start with the Sierra Club. The Sierra Club uses the Marketing Cloud to know everything they can about their consumer. And in their case, their members and supporters. And Fidelity uses the Marketing Cloud to engage along the entire journey from hire to retire. And finally, Hotels.com is using AI and data at scale to personalize every brand interaction. Let's hear a little bit more about Sierra Club. Many of you may have heard our CEO, Mark Benioff, say that the business of doing business should be making the world a better place. And one of my favorite nonprofits is the Sierra Club. It's a 125-year-old organization with 3 million members who are all passionate about protecting our environment. And they use the Marketing Cloud to really know and understand all of their members and understand what's motivating them and what their passions are. And they've been super successful at doing that and have really opened up one-to-one conversations that have allowed them to really mobilize their members in key points of action. Now, knowing your consumer for us didn't start yesterday. We've been building for 17 years the world's most flexible and robust metadata model, where you store all of your marketing data. And that data is shared across the entire customer success platform. That's 12 billion records that are refreshed every day and synced with the customer success platform using the metadata model. And now with Salesforce DMP, we're talking about taking in millions and millions and millions of online data points, bringing them into the system, learning more about your consumer, and learning how to build new, rich experiences off of that. And now, to tell us a little bit more about Fidelity, I want to welcome my colleague, Megan Collins, to the stage. Megan?
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Again, my name is Megan Collins, and I'm in product marketing here at Salesforce. And today, I have the pleasure of talking about one of my favorite brands, Fidelity. Why is it my favorite? Well, number one, of course, because they're helping me with my retirement plan. I think everyone wants to retire someday. But guess what? They've been around the block. They're a 70-year-old financial services company that is truly bringing the consumer journey to life. Can you believe that? That's amazing. And they're doing that thanks to Trailblazer, Tracy McMullen, and her team right here. And these folks, they're creating moments that matter. And when I talk about moments that matter, I'm talking about bringing together marketing, sales, and service all together. And they're doing that, and they're powering 1 billion messages a year. That's a lot. And because of this, they're engaging with 28 million consumers. So I don't know about you guys, but that's massive critical scale. So how are they doing this? They're leveraging Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And guess what? Salesforce, I'm proud to say, is the largest and the most robust system of engagement out there. And where are my email marketers at? Anybody email marketers? Okay, large amount of you. I challenge each and every one of you. You right there, you, blue shirt, challenge you. I challenge everyone to be smarter about your emails and think differently. I challenge you to don't be scared of that list fatigue. Let's put that on the side. And let's think about emails that are actually going to be engaging for your consumer and giving them the content that they want to see. And so you can do that, again, with Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And we're innovating with email each and every year. And that's why we brought to you Einstein. Paul did a great job of talking about how this is really the platform that supports us. And Einstein engagement scoring is what we're going to use to give you the power to create emails that are going to predict the likelihood for your consumers to engage. So smarter emails. We're also going to make those emails pop. These emails are going to be really interactive content that we can drag and drop directly into the canvas, really eye-popping with just a few clicks and no code. And lastly, mobile. This is near and dear to my heart. I love my mobile consumers, and they're probably going to be your most loyal. If you think about it, they're bringing your brand into their pocket, that they keep their device with them each and every day. You talked about, whatever that stat was, where they're keeping their device 24 hours all throughout the day, except maybe when they're on a keynote stage giving a presentation. But you get the point. We want to keep this brand top of mind, and we're doing that with rich push notifications and driving mobile app engagement. And we're bringing this all together with what we call Journey Builder. And with Journey Builder, we have truly revolutionized this multi-channel marketing space since 2013 when we announced Journey Builder. That's incredible. And so we're now thinking of these non-marketers. So these non-marketers are people like advisors, maybe franchises, maybe partners, maybe a service rep or a sales rep. These folks really need some extra support from their marketing team to understand and really hyper-personalize content for each and every consumer. So that's what distributed marketing does. And next, we talk about communities. So we understand that our consumers are really engaging in these communities. And so we make it easy for you to activate on these channels with Journey Builder. And Community Journeys is going to keep these communities thriving. And then lastly, Journey Templates. Everyone wants it to be easy, right? Just a few clicks. We provide you with Journey Templates, which takes into consideration the most common marketing use cases and puts it into really absorbable, usable templates. Now, you thought that was great. Guess what? We have a pretty cool announcement. Has anyone not heard of Google? Okay, that would have been really awkward if no one answered. Google is the world's largest web analytics platform. That means a lot of data, guys, a lot of insights that we're gathering. And this global strategic partnership is something that's really exciting for me, for our Salesforce customers, and for our Google customers. So a lot of mutual benefit here that are really going to change the future of marketing in a really exciting way. So to tell you a little bit more of that, I'm going to bring up Liz, and we're going to do a quick demo of how Fidelity and Tracy from the marketing team is really blazing trails. So let's get a demo real quick. And if I'm Tracy from Fidelity, of course I'm going to start my day in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And you can see this rich lightning and trailhead design is going to make it easy for me to find my products like email and ads, social. If I'm working in content, I'm going to be working in Content Builder. If I'm bringing all my different consumer data together, I have Contact Builder that can help me out. So moving on, we're moving away from our portfolios and our products, and we're keeping this all consistent in one dashboard that you see here. And these templates I talked about, Tracy from Fidelity is pretty pumped about these. She has all her common use cases here at the top, but her goal is to increase enrollment in her 401k. Of course, she can use Einstein to help her out. So with Einstein, it jumps right into splitting her audience into engaged and unengaged. Now, again, where are my email marketers at? Let's remind ourselves. Okay, awesome. Let's continue to engage with our customers and create content that matters, and that's where we're going to leverage this Einstein segmentation. So if we get started, let's take a look at our audience. We're going to choose one really quickly, and then we can get to the exciting part of creating this content. We're dragging and dropping this directly onto the canvas. We have some really eye-popping engagement here. CTAs look fabulous. And again, this is with clicks and not code. And we have not left the context of the journey, guys. That's incredible. Let's keep going. Now, what's the most important part of this flow? Probably the critical point is your testing. So I'm sure a lot of you have the send anxiety. I know I have a send anxiety when I even send internal emails, but Fidelity is sending billions of messages. So they are really a fan of the testing mode here, where we can see how this is rendering for each consumer. Whatever we want to look at here, we can see that it's, looks good. It looks good for, I think, Ashley here. Let's keep going. This is fabulous. So this first path is done, just like that. What was that, like 30 seconds? And now we have our second audience, our unengaged, okay? Let's try mobile. This is a different channel. We're going to look at all of our people who have downloaded our mobile app, and now we can send them a push notification. We can personalize it, and just, again, in a few clicks within the context of the journey, we have a whole other path with our mobile consumers. Awesome. So a couple days go by. We start this journey, and then let's look at some insights. So I talked about this partnership with Google. We can leverage Google Analytics 360 to look at some key insights. So I see my opens, my clicks, they're doing pretty well. They're above average, I'm happy. But my goal is to increase my enrollment in 401ks. And this is pretty steady, but look at my abandon rate. I don't like this 23% number. I want that to decrease. So if we investigate to the bottom left-hand side here, my investment options is the highest viewed page, awesome, but they're only spending about 40 seconds on that page. They're instead spending most of their time on help documentation. So help documentation means I need to give them some more educational content, right? So guys, don't calm down. Guys, we're going to do it. We have another activity in our back pocket that I think can do this. So if we scroll down here, we're going to create another path, and you can see a lot of different activities we can leverage on the left-hand side, but I want to focus on these Sales and Service Cloud activities like creating a lead, creating an opportunity, creating a contact, in this case, creating a service task. So now let's jump into Service Cloud. Anybody know Susie, the service rep? She's a pretty nice lady. She's over here in the service console, and she has 2 tasks for her waiting in her queue for Eddie and Amanda. So let's help them out a little bit. They need some more education. So thanks to Tracy, the marketer that we talked about earlier, she has pre-made journeys for her waiting in her queue for her to deliver to Eddie. That's with the help of distributed marketing. So she sees it's a 3-part email series. She can go in here and personalize it a little bit, add in some context that's specific for Eddie. And just like that, she has created hyper-personalized content. A non-marketer just did that. That's incredible. And she's doing that with a combination of sales, service, and marketing, and they're truly blazing trails with Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Back to you, Paul.
Megan, that was amazing. Megan, that was truly amazing. So simple yet, and that's what it's about, folks, right? Simplicity, but yet to handle the complex, and that's exactly what the Marketing Cloud is serving up today. So I want to talk a little bit about hotels. Hotels has been, like many of us, trying to focus their marketing on the consumer, right? And they've spent the last 8 years partnering with Salesforce to do that, and it's been a journey for them. But right now, fast forward to 8 years ago to now, they're sending 20 million personalized messages over email and push daily, and they're reaching over 1 billion devices with personalized advertising and marketing. So they've really made quite a journey in that time, and it's just a testament to what the Marketing Cloud can do when you really commit to it and you really embrace the different aspects of it. So obviously, it's a very powerful tool for direct marketers. Marketing Cloud's always been a very powerful tool, and it's also a very powerful tool for advertisers as well. Journey Builder advertising allows direct marketers to send Facebook ads directly from where they're building and sending their emails from. It's a very, very powerful tool when you think about the fact that 2/3 of the world's online population is logged in on Facebook every month, excuse me. And the DMP gets a lot of discussion, and the Salesforce DMP, I want you to think about it like an antenna, collecting signals online signals from everywhere, from mobile, from desktop, from all over, just taking in these signals and building a data asset that you can really learn and test on and learn deeper and deeper insights about your customer. But because we're talking about millions and millions of signals, often collected on a daily basis, and that number, you need machine learning and Einstein to really make sense of that. And Einstein segmentation is designed to go in and use machine learning to surface distinct personalities and personas within your audience you may not have even thought exist. And what we've also noticed is a continued merger between marketing generally and advertising. It's becoming closer and closer to disciplines, right? So we have a two-way integration now between the DMP and the rest of the Marketing Cloud that's designed to send signals from the DMP into the rest of the Marketing Cloud to personalize marketing messages across every channel and device. And we've also introduced Salesforce Data Studio to give you marketers more options for data. It's a secure and trusted data sharing platform where data owners can make their data available on their terms to marketers. It allows marketers to extend their campaigns, to get deeper and richer insights, and it allows data owners to share their data in a way that's trusted under a privacy-first framework that protects the rights of both consumers and data owners. And finally, social media continues to be a huge part of any brand's personality and any brand's personality. And so with Social Studio, you're able to use workbenches and Command Center to monitor and engage in real time in those conversations. And with Einstein Social Insights, you get real actionable data about what's going on in those conversations and how you can think about your strategy going forward. How do you engage in a way that's going to make you successful down the road within those social channels? And now I'd like to bring Megan back up for one more demo about hotels.com. Megan, thanks.
Thank you. All right, let's bring this demo up and let's talk about hotels.com. Okay, hotels.com, they've been at this for a while. They're a longtime Marketing Cloud customer, and they're focused on growing their audience, like I'm sure a lot of you guys are. And they're doing that by leveraging Salesforce DMP. They're growing their total addressable market. They're also on social media, so they're listening to what their consumers are saying about their brand. It looks like they're talking about a lot more than just hotels. So they're understanding their consumer. And what's the best customer? They call it a gold customer. And why is that? It's not just because silver is second best. It's because they know their gold members are going to be the most engaging and the most loyal. So let's find some more customers like these gold members and let's grow this audience. So here we're going to retain these gold members in a journey, and we're going to create a Facebook advertisement. And we're doing this directly within Journey Builder. That's incredible. Guys, we're creating an ad directly in Journey Builder. Can you see that? That's incredible. In just a few clicks, we created the content, we selected an image, we have not left the context of a journey. All right, so that's step one. We have an email and ad, but let's take it a step farther, because hotels.com, they're truly a trailblazer. So DMP comes into play now. So DMP is our data management platform that we're going to activate and grow our list and grow our audience. So let's dive into our data management platform so I can show you a little bit more about how this works. So we start out with tens of millions of people, and then we grow that to hundreds of millions of people. That's a whole lot of people, guys. We would not have access to any of these populations without a DMP, so that's incredible. And that's in large part thanks to Data Studio that's giving us access to peer-to-peer relationships with some of our most exclusive and premier data providers, like you see here. So a lot of different populations we can choose from, all with the consumer consent. So we're going to jump into this first segment here. We're going to find our gold members. And so, again, lots of people, 1 million to be, in fact. That's a lot. I want to be on vacation. I don't want to spend my time shifting through and digging through each of these consumers and finding out how they engage with my brand at hotels.com. So, thanks to Einstein segmentation, I'm going to narrow this down to 5 personas. So, 1 million's kind of tough. 5 is pretty doable, guys. We could do this. So my persona 1, that's the largest one. Let me dig into that a little bit farther. So on the right-hand side, you can see some attributes that define this persona. They are on our website, hotels.com. They watch Top Shelf. That'd be kind of weird. Top Chef, anybody watch it? No? Okay. Got some cooks in the kitchen. James Beard Foundation, and they like to dine out. Liz, what do you think that is? I think it's a foodie. I would call that group a foodie. And I know all of you guys are probably foodies out here. It's great food here in Washington, D.C. But you probably have similar attributes. And we find that these attributes lead us to our gold members. So Journey Insights is going to tell us what path we should take to get them there. And there's a lot of great paths here, but let's take the top one. These are top performing different sequences, or you can call them journeys, that put the path in the right sequence. Okay, so this first one, it ends in a display ad for one night. Okay, that's great. We understand that this information is how foodies like to engage with brands like Hotels.com. So let's activate this on lots of channels. Let's get it going. And let's for sure activate this on Salesforce Marketing Cloud, because we want to leverage this new insight and this new data on our journey that we just created. All right, so back to our journey. We are starting to leverage this DMP audience. And to do that, we're going to give some really personalized foodie content. So now we know about our foodies. We'll segment this off into our foodies and give them personalized emails. Like here, you can see a mobile optimized email. We can move this across different channels and devices. And that is why Hotels.com is truly a trailblazer, right? This is incredible. And they're doing that by leveraging marketing and advertising together, and it's powered by the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So with that, I have a few other things to talk about. Before you guys leave, you can't get away that easy. We have a couple of things like our campground. Make sure you check that out. Don't leave before you get a demo from one of our solutions engineers. They're pretty nice. And then check out our guide, our marketing field guide. Some great information on there if you're new to marketing or if you've been in it a while and you need to refresh some of your content. And trailhead.com. I became a ranger recently, so did Paul. We just became rangers. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm humble, but it was pretty hard. But it's fun, and you go through a lot of different content. You learn a ton about Salesforce, and you get to feel great after. So check that out, and all of our announcements are available at marketingcloudreleases.com, or you can text in because mobile's great. Text news to 56237. And again, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate your time. You could be anywhere in the world right now, and you are watching, or you're watching online. So thank you so much, guys, and have a great day.